Have you ever lost a battle that nobody else even knew you were fighting? Have you ever smiled while your mind quietly whispered, "You are not enough, you're going to fail, everybody else is ahead of you, maybe you should just give up"? No one hears those thoughts or words that come out from our mind. No one sees the world because of it all happens inside our head. And sometimes the person standing in your way isn't another human being. It could be your own thoughts. Welcome back to Behind the Shadows. I'm your host, Olusa. Tonight, we're stepping into one of the darkest places a person can visit. It's not a haunted house, nor an abandoned building, but the human mind. Our minds are extraordinary. They allow us to imagine futures that don't yet exist, to remember people we've lost, to create music, to even write stories, or to even dream beyond our circumstances. But the same mind that helps us can also convince us that those dreams are impossible. It can turn tiny worries into giant mountains. It can make one mistake feel like the end of the world. It can replay painful memories over and over and over again until they feel like they're happening all over again. Sometimes the loudest bully you ever meet lives inside your own mind. There's a voice inside every one of us. Sometimes it says, "Keep going, you can do this." But on the other days, it becomes cruel. It reminds you of your failures while ignoring your victories. It points out your flaws while pretending your strength doesn't exist. Maybe you have experienced it. You apply for an opportunity, and before anyone can reject you, your mind rejects you first. You want to start a business, your mind says people will laugh. You want to post your work online, your mind whispers that nobody cares about it. You want to chase your dreams, well, your mind still says that, who do you think you are? And little by little, you begin to believe a story that was never true. Not every thought deserves your trust. Though doubts are visitors you don't have to invite. We live in a world where success is constantly on display. Scroll for a minute and you see someone buying a new house, or someone getting married, or even someone that is graduating or becoming famous. What we rarely see are the years of rejection, the tears, the failures, the sleepless nights, and the doubts. We are comparing our everyday life to someone else's best moments, and that is an unfair comparison. Success isn't a race, it's a journey. Your timeline doesn't have to look like and your timeline doesn't have to look like anyone else. Fear isn't always loud. Sometimes it sounds reasonable. It says, "Wait until you are perfect. You start next month, one more year, or maybe after you are more confident." And before you know it, months becomes years, dreams becomes regrets. Fear doesn't allow doesn't always stop you by shouting. Sometimes it simply convinces you to wait forever. We become prisoners of our own words. "I'm not talented. Nobody will love me. I'm always going to fail. I'm too broken." But what if these aren't just facts? What if they are just fears pretending to be facts? The human mind often mistakes familiarities for truth. If you repeat something often enough, you begin to believe in it. That's why the word you speak to yourself matters. You deserve encouragement from yourself just as much as you deserve it from others. Maybe you are listening today while sitting alone, or maybe you're taking a walk after a difficult day, or you're just lying awake wondering if life would automatically get better. If that's you, I want you to hear this. You you are not your worst mistake. You are not your biggest fear. You are not the opinion of someone who couldn't see your words. And you have to remember that healing isn't always dramatic. Healing takes time. Healing takes growth before it can progress. Imagine two people standing at the edge of a mountain. Both were terrified. One steps forward despite the fear, the other turns back because the fear feels too heavy. The difference wasn't courage, the difference was who they chose to believe, the voice of the fear or the voice of the possibility. Every day we make that choice, not just once, but again and again and again and again. Life will test you, people will disappoint you, plans will fail, dreams will or may take longer than expected. But none of these things have the right to decide your future. Only you do. Your mind can either become the prison that keeps you trapped or the place where hope is reborn. That choice won't always be easy, but it is possible. Thank you for spending this time with me on Behind Shadows. If this episode reminded you of someone who is quietly fighting battles they never talked about, share this episode with them. Sometimes a simple conversation can change the direction of someone's life. And if no one has told you this recently, I'm proud of you for making it this far. If today wasn't perfect, even if you're still hurting or you're still learning, because you're still here, and that means your story is still being written. Until next time, take care of your heart, protect your mind, choose kindness towards yourself, and remember, even behind the deepest shadows, there's always a light walking or waiting to be found. I'm your host, Olisa Victor, and this has been Behind Shadows. Bye.